guys, what's up? Siri here. Welcome back to Side Plays, and in today's video, I am not on any game, as you guys can see. Today, I am on Scratch. For those of you who don't know what Scratch is, it's a drag and drop code-based game where you can code games or honestly anything if you want. This video is not sponsored. I will be giving a tutorial / walkthrough of how to make a fully functioning pong game on this software. So yeah, let's get into it. So the first thing we need is a background. So it's not that important, but we need it. So let's go ahead and choose one. I'm just gonna choose this one. And now we don't want this cat. So let's delete that and choose a different one. So the different sprites you need is something to bounce around, something for the thing to bounce off of, and something to end the game. So we're gonna take something to end the game at the very end. So let's take the first two things, which is a bowl and a paddle. The bowl is to obviously bounce off of, and the paddle is to, bounce the ball. So now let's get into the coding. So first of all, we need it to move. So obviously we're going to take a move steps block. I have chosen 15. So yeah, the ball moves. But once it hits the edge, it just gets stuck there. So we need to prevent that. To do that, we are going to take an if on edge bounce block. So if the ball is on the edge of the screen, then it will just bounce off. But we have to manually keep on clicking this code for the ball to move. So we don't want that. So we're going to go to the control and put a forever block around it. So it's going to infinitely move around the screen. So let's play this code. Now, as you guys can see, the ball will move across the screen, but only across in the X position. We want it to go all around the screen. So to do this, we are going to take a point in direction block, which is right here. And we are going to change this degree into 45. So just like this. Now you guys can see the ball bounces around the whole screen when the code plays. Randomly, of course. But I don't want to go into the script and click this again and again. So we can go to the events block and click a when flag clicked block. And now you guys will see when we click the green flag, our code is gonna play out. Now let's move on to the paddle. So we have to control the pedal with our finger or mouse. We don't want it to just sit there. So what we're going to do is obviously take a one flag clicked block and take a forever block. We want to place forever blocks around our code because then the code is going to run infinitely and we don't have to replay it. So yeah, forever blocks. And then we're going to go to motion and place down a set x2 block. If you guys don't know what X and Y is, which you can take an example as Minecraft coordinates, I guess. The X is your horizontal position and the Y is your vertical position. So the higher you are, the higher your Y is, and the lower you are, the lower your Y is. And same thing for X but with horizontal. If you are further to the right, then the higher your X is, and the further to the left, the lower your X is. So that's pretty much it. So we want to set the horizontal position of our paddle to our finger or mouse. So we are going to put set X to mouse X. So when the flag is clicked, we will be able to control the horizontal position of our paddle with our mouse or finger. Now, as you guys can see, the ball doesn't bounce off the paddle, it just goes through it. So we have to fix this. So let's stop this code real quick and go to the ball. Now, An easy way to do this is just by taking another green flag click block and then taking a forever block, of course, and then right under the forever block is an if-then block. So let's place down that. Then we're gonna go into the sensing column and then take a touching paddle question mark block and place that inside this little dash here. Now, whatever goes inside that if touching paddle then will happen when the ball hits the paddle. So what we want it to do is bounce the other way, right? So what we're going to do is take a turn 50 degrees block and change that 15 into 180. There. Then we're going to take a move 15 steps block and then take a wait 1 second block and change that 1 second into 0.5. So now let's go ahead and check this code. And now, as you can see, the ball will bounce around the screen when it hits the paddle, just like this. Now it's moving smoothly. So now what's the point of playing if there is no point? So we have to add a score system. So let's go ahead and go to variables and click on make a variable. And then click on for all sprites and then make the name score and then click on OK. Now we have a score system in the top corner. So now inside this code right here, we are going to place down a change my variable to 1. And then this variable isn't my variable, so we're going to change that to score. Now let's play the code. And now as you can see, the score changes by 1 every time the ball bounces off the paddle. But what's the point if the ball can just bounce off the floor? We want something to prevent that. So we're going to make something that stops all actions when the ball hits the floor. So let's choose a sprite. I'm going to choose the line. Then we're going to go ahead and drag that to the bottom of our stage, just like this. And then you're going to make a little code for it. So place down a when flag click block, place down a forever block so the code always runs, and then place an if-then block. Then go to sensing and take a touching ball question mark block and place that in. So if touching the ball, then we have to stop all the actions. So let's go to control, scroll down and place a stop all block. So whenever the line touches the ball, then it's going to stop all actions. So let's go ahead and play this. Now as you can see, the ball is bouncing and our score is going up and the line stops all the actions. And then we press the flag to restart, just like this. But a few glitches were happening. First of all, our score isn't resetting and the ball doesn't bounce up. So we have to fix all of them. So go to the ball's code and then take a when flag clicked block. Then go to variables and then choose a set my variable to 0 block and then change my variable into score. Now once we click the flag to restart, our score sets back to 0. So if we go ahead and die, we can see that our score sets back to 0. But the ball still gets stuck when we try to restart. So we're gonna go to motion and then choose a set Y to, which is the vertical position, to a high number. I'm going to put 100. So when the flag is clicked to restart, the ball's position will be changed to a higher number, which is Y100, and the score will be set back to 0. So this is all the code for this game. So let's test it out, shall we? And now, as you can see, our game is working perfectly. So yeah, that's pretty much it to code your own little pong game inside Scratch. I hope you guys liked this little different video. Make sure to tell me down in the comments if you want more videos like this. And if you guys like the video, make sure to hit that like button, and if you like my content, make sure to hit that subscribe button. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next week. Bye!